Hello everyone, this is the next lesson from Serena, and today we're going to make winged bracelet in Egyptian style with my little modifications. So we're gonna start with beads. I've got 8mm colored jade beads and little bit crystals. I'm not sure which of them I'm gonna use today, just I took a variety of beads in the green color. So this is the wire size 0.75mm and the thin wire 0.4mm. I strongly recommend you to take this size of the wire, because working with 0.3mm wire for winding is not really comfortable in this work. So that's what I'm gonna do. I make a loop or double loop as you want. Actually, I'm gonna show you a few ways to fix the wires in the beginning and the end. So that's why both sides of my bracelet would be a little bit different, just to show you the difference and which style is better. So generally wire wrappers do like that. Just they take the wire, I've got 6 ones, and make a double loop of each of them, cut the extra wire and just press with the pliers just to fix the wire. So I'm going to show you this way and another one as well, just to demonstrate you. So I make a double loop, and another one also goes around the thick wire. 1, 2, and each other wire goes in the same position. So that's you're gonna have 3 wire per each side, left and right side. And when you finish, you will be ready to start beading. So most of us just cut the wires and just pressed with the pliers and fix up them like that. This is the most popular way and the most professional. So I'm adding all 6 wires, 3 per left side and 3 per right side. So that's how it goes. And that's what I'm gonna do, is to fix the ends, and that's it, and I'm ready to go. But some beginners prefer to do it the other way. Just let me finish this work and I will show you what we're gonna have. So this is the result. In any way you start, you will have this result. But some of the beginners find this way a bit difficult. So mostly they connect all wires together and just looping around the thick wire, just like that. Just I remove the thin wires now, and now I'm gonna show you this process. Just fix wires somehow. Just I put them inside of my loop. And separate wires up and down like that. And now we are bending them around the thick wire. Carefully and gently. Pull them enough to create this strong connection. So it doesn't matter which way you choose, but the most important thing is how you're gonna finish the work. So you must think about what you're gonna do with the wire ends and how you're gonna hide them. Of course, for beginners, this way is a bit easier. So now we're also ready to go. But the problem is these little wires. In the end, we must hide them somehow, and this is a problem for beginners also. In the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how lots of beginners finish this work and which consequences it can cause. So but the next steps are the same, whatever way you choose. Just the only one rule for this winding style is pull the wire and straight the wires and separate them each time after each segment. They must be separated, and 3 wires per 2 sides, always. Don't match the wires. Keep them in their order. 1, 2, 3 per left side, 1, 2, 3 per left side. So they must not be matched. Keep your eye on this thing during all work, and your jewelry will be neat and look nicely. So this is my first bead, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one first wire from the side, from left side, which is a little bit aside from the bead. It's a bit hard to show you now, and I'm going to show it in the next segment, this moment. So watch carefully both segments I'm going to make. So first wire goes down, and goes over the wire, thick wire. I'm making the loop here, double loop, because I want to make it a little bit oval shape, so that's why I make double looped each wire. So now next wire comes here, come down under the first wire. So it's not coming over, but under it, and then over thick wire. After I loop this wire goes up, so turning to the opposite side. If you took the left wire, it turns to the right side, left to the right, right to the left. This is the most important. I'm taking the wire from the left side, turning the wire over, not under, but over. Just a little bit match them while explaining you things. So just a second, please. So 2 wires now on the right side, and now we are now taking from the right side 1 wire and turning it into the left side. It's all very simple, but needs a little bit technique with work with the wire, especially working with your thumbs and pulling the wire and straighten it at the same time. So it's a little bit working technique, but nothing really special about this wire winding. Basically, this style calls Egyptian, but Egyptian style wires touching the bead itself tightly. My ones are have little distance between wire and bead, and a little bit oval shape, not round, like an eye shape. This way I prefer. Actually, each wire wrapper has its own style, and I'm making it like this. Maybe you're making it in the other way. So please correct each wire each time, not in the end. In process of work, each wire must be turned to its own place as you like it to be. At the end, it will be a little bit hard to do. Try to not use the tools in this work to avoid scratching the wire. So the last one comes over basic wire. So just I'm pulling it and stretching it and correct it by my fingers. And I'm finishing my segment. So we're ready to make another segment. Separating wires again. So I'm putting on another bead. And oops, sorry, this position is not really comfortable, so my camera is always falling down because the wire are pushing it. So let's make another segment, and I will show you much closer now which wire I'm gonna start with. So let me show you a bit closer. As you see, this wire, one wire is closer to the bead, and I'm using another one which is a little bit on the distance, so not the closest one. So and I'm turning the wire over the basic thick wire like that, and my wire goes through to opposite side. This wire comes under the first wire I used and over the thick wire. Actually, this work may be done very quickly. I'm trying to show you all details, and I'm holding my work in very uncomfortable for myself position because of my camera, so that's why my moves are a little bit slow. And now I'm taking opposite wire from opposite side, and it comes to the left. There we are. Not this way. Just pull tightly all wires and hold them separately, otherwise you will match them and the work will be really wrong. So this is very important. So 2 wires more. A little bit correcting the shape, but do it very gently. Do not scratch these thin wires. And the last one. Around 5 segments per each side, plus 1 central, which is gonna be a little longer. So I'm finishing with this one, and I'm going to keep on going, and I will show you the central. This bracelet is just an example for you, and I will remake it in the end, because here I used different ways to fix the wires in the beginning. Just this is example to show you the winding itself, the center, and fixing the wires. So this one is not for wearing at last. And oops, falling down again, so I'm gonna remove my camera because I already shown you all the work which was important. So pull all wires together. I'm holding them by my fingers from both sides and separate all of them in the right positions very well, like that, and pull them. So I'm gonna check up that I did everything right, and I'm gonna carry on like this, and that's what I have in the center. This is the 3 beads together, rondel beads, and just I loop them over with the thin wires. I'm looping over each bead by 4 wires, and the last 2 ones I'm not using because it wouldn't be looking good enough. It's not enough space between beads, and it won't look nicely if you use all 6 wires. And I'm gonna use them for decoration as well. So with 1 wire I loop over one side, and using 2nd wire another side. Fixing is the same as I did with another segments. So looping over, up and down, looping over one side of the bead, up, between beads, down, and fixing it. So here I used 6 Bikonos crystals, and the same, the opposite wire. It's very lovely shiny Swarovski beads. And fixing in the same way. But I'm making 1 loop only. This time just look at both sides of your central segments, and they must look the same. This is the most important because this is a center. You might not make any mistake in the central part. So that's what we're gonna have, and I keep on going with another beads until I finish my bracelet. So these 3 beads can be replaced with any other bead, maybe 1 big bead, maybe 4 beads, whatever you like. So This is how I finished. This long piece of wire left in the end. This one I didn't make yet. Just I will show you the difference. This is actually one of the reasons of this video, just to show you how to finish this work. So my loops are pretty small, but if I made them bigger, I could loop over each piece of wire around. This way is a little bit different. Just I cut off all wires here. Just looped around all wires and cut them off. And now I'm taking my pliers and press them. The beginner's mistake is actually when you're leaving these ends, because one day they will seriously harm your arms. Thin wires will never stay on its own place. They are moving each time and they can be really painful. So you're gonna hide them somehow. So in this case, I'm suggesting you to use the long wires and to make lockets which are directly connected with your jewelry. So no rings here, just the one wire. And now what you're gonna do, so see it's scratchy whatever you polish them or not. So you take a piece of wire and just bend around just making the loops and hide these all wires under, because this is a thick wire and you have only one end here, and you just push it with your pliers, just press it and polish it in the end. So that's it, everything is hiding here. It's look a little bit big, but it's better, and you will never harm your hands. The first way I was talking about in the beginning of the video, so when you start the work you fix each wire in the beginning. Lots of people who are just training the wire wrap things, they are finding this way a bit difficult. So this way I'm showing you now is the best for beginners and easiest, and this is a proper way for safety. So what we're gonna see into the opposite side of the bracelet. So it's smooth, you see that. Opposite side is different. We have many wires, and we have to hide them somehow. We have no other wire, so you see this one looks really nicely, and we have a little space between wires, and it looks very interesting. So that's what I'm talking about. So this end, what we're gonna do, that's what I was doing in the beginning when I was training, and some of the people I know. Unfortunately I made a small loop in the beginning. If I made it a bit bigger, I could loop over each end of these thin wires and fix them. But this way would never compare with this one. This one is the smooth and safe. So now I will show you the result from both sides. So you see what I did, just I looped over each little piece of wire, and press them by my pliers. It's not looking good, first of all, because my loop is small, so perhaps I could make it a bit bigger, so I could have a hole inside where I could connect the locket using opening ring. But you could never fix properly these ends. You're gonna wear it a few days and this sharp end's gonna harm your arm finally. So when you're working with bracelets, be careful and choose the most safe way. So I can fix the wires in all three ways I was talking about, but I prefer this one. So that's how it looks like in the center. Very lovely. And now I'm going to show you another bracelet in the same technique, but without double looping each wire, but only with the one loop. So now I'm going to show you the difference. So this is my second bracelet. As you see, we don't see the crossings of wires here. They are not so visible, and the shape is more round. So it's a small difference, but if you look carefully, you're gonna see it. So that one is round, this one is oval, eye shape. I like both of them. So that's how it goes, guys. So that was a lesson from Serena. Enjoy your jewelry and see you next time. Goodbye.